3 straight wins for the Toronto Raptors, but the big thing, they are finally, after all this time, back to 500 at 15-15 on the season, guys, with the old school 86-81 win over the Minnesota Timberwolves, and it was not pretty whatsoever. But coming into the game, we kind of had that feeling of, well, this is I wouldn't even say a trap game, but it's kind of like that game that everything is against you. They were sitting. You play on the back-to-back. Still no Lowry. OG didn't play today because they didn't want him to play the second night of a back-to-back. The minutes the starters played against Milwaukee yesterday through the roof. So you knew it was going to be a tough one. But the Raptors came out of the gate real strong, and who usually leads that charge in the first quarter? Norman Powell. The guy's a freak in the first half. I think he had 22 in the first half. He was dynamite. And in that first quarter, Raptors play unreal defense. And they're making shots. They're moving the ball extremely well. They're up by 13 after one quarter of play, 28-15. Now, in the second quarter, the offense slowly drifts away, but the defense still is intense, and they still, yes, they were +3 in the quarter, 20-17, but you were still up by 10 at halftime. Give your team that break, kind of that regroup. Now come out in the third quarter and play well. Well, they started all right. They started all right in that third quarter, and about, I wouldn't even say midway through, maybe just before that, the Raptors flat out lost it. They flat out lost it. Could not play defense. Couldn't make a shot. They went at one point, I think it was 10 minutes without making a field goal. How? Right? They were horrendous in that third quarter. The Timberwolves outscored the Raptors 29-13 in that quarter. And you guys can do the math. You're minus, what is that, -6. Going into the fourth. At one point, you get down by 8, and the Raptors, man, they were really struggling. They could not make shots to save their life. But then, some defensive plays start happening. Pascal, a huge denial on the inside of Naz Reid, leading to a run-out. Big play there. Couple big blocks from Pascal. I think he had 3 blocks. He ended up with 3 blocks in the game. All 3 in the fourth quarter for Pascal Siakam. And the Raptors end this game on an 11-0 run to win it 86-81. Big time, ballsy move for the Raptors. You think about it, right? Second night of a back-to-back. Everyone's gassed. You see Fred and Pascal, hands on their knees. They are dead. Because the minutes you had to play in the last game and the heavy minutes you're playing so far in this game, because you can't really get any sustained lead against the Timberwolves. And then you had that terrible run where you can't get anything going. So now they're trying to find themselves again on the second night of a back-to-back in the fourth quarter, trailing by 8. And this team finds a way. Now, huge shout out to Terrence Davis. We all heard today about how the case was fully dismissed from Terrence Davis, and he goes out there today, doesn't get any playing time for the most part, but goes out in the fourth quarter and drops 11, including the game-winning 3 and the 2 free throws to put it out of reach. TD was fantastic today. The banks were open late, if you know what I mean. What a job by Terrence Davis. What a grinded-out game for the Raptors to come back in this game down 8 with like 5 to play and win by 5. Incredible finish. It looked like it was going to be bad. I was about to rip Fred VanVleet a new one. I mean, look, people don't like ripping on Fred, and I get that. But he was shooting 4 of 19. You are down by, I can't remember what it was at that. I know there was a tie game. It was the tied game at 81 with just over a minute to play, or maybe just under a minute to play. And he comes down in a transition 3, and I'm like, if you're shooting 10 of 12, I get it. You're 4 for 19. Now, he ends up missing it, goes 4 of 20, and I'm thinking to myself, Fred, why? Why are you taking that shot? You're not in a rush. There's no need to rush that shot. If you're red hot, I understand it. And Kyle Lowry is a chief when it comes to transition threes. But in that moment, it just did not make any sense to me at all. Luckily, they get to stop. Luckily, they come down the other side of the floor. Pascal kicks it to Terrence Davis, who drains the game-winning three. But I think Fred actually also got the offensive foul on, or there was the illegal screen, on Cat Towns right after he missed his three. So he kind of made up for it. But again, scared the crap out of me, Fred. But what a ball game for the Toronto Raptors, guys. Like I said, winners 86-81. And they win that fourth quarter 28-17. What a flip from the third quarter to the fourth quarter, and a great job by the Toronto Raptors. Let's get to the numbers here real quick, all right? The team shot 33%. When the score is 86-81, you know neither team shot well. 33% from the field, 30% from three. Yeah, it wasn't pretty, all right? The good thing about the Toronto Raptors, we talked about in the last video how the one negative we took away from that Milwaukee game was the rebounding. Well, you saw a much better job today. They were +8 on the glass, and they were +9, 15-6 on the offensive glass. So a really good job by the Raptors corralling rebounds, getting out running, and making second chance points occur. So a really good job by the Raptors today. Pascal Siakam, guys, had 10 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 of 10 shooting, one steal and 3 blocks in the game. Everyone's going to say, oh, he only had 10 points. What a terrible night for Pascal. The guy's terrible. Trade him. You know, that's fine. You can go ahead. But that guy is one of the main reasons this team actually came back and won that game today. The insane denials that he had in that fourth quarter, the pass that he passes to Terrence, the assist on the Terrence Davis game-winning three, right? Big night for Pascal, even though he played so many minutes in the last game, and he played an outstanding performance on the defensive end tonight. Really good job. Norman Powell, this guy's like an absolute machine when he's in the starting lineup. The guy dropped 29 last night. 24 hours later, he drops 31. 31 points, 6 boards, 2 dimes for Norm. Shot 10 of 19. Was 5 of 5 from the line. Was 6 of 10 from 3. And he had 2 steals to go along with it. This guy is playing at such a high rate. He is shooting with so much confidence, and he's playing such good defense. Norman Powell, guys, is playing unbelievable basketball right now. Fred VanVleet, as we mentioned, really struggled shooting the ball today. 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. Shot 4 of 20, was 2 of 9 from 3. But Fred is going to give you what Fred's going to give you. Unreal defense every night. First, all-NBA defense. Like, he has to be, right? 3 steals and 2 blocks. 2 blocks for a guy who's like not even 6 foot or barely 6 foot if they're being generous. What a game for Fred VanVleet on the defensive side of the ball. As much as he did not shoot the ball well, look, the guy grinded down the defensive end of the floor, and that's really what you needed tonight in an 86-81 victory. And Terrence Davis, arguably the player of the game, but you're probably going to give it to Norman Powell, of course. But if we're talking about key moments in the game, Terrence Davis, 11 points, 4 boards in 11 minutes. Shot 3 of 5 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3. Now, I don't know, but I don't know if this is just me kind of going off, maybe conspiracy theories and whatnot. But maybe with Terrence Davis, the case getting dismissed and kind of that whole thing on his shoulder is kind of gone. You think maybe that freed him up? Because we saw last year how well he played, how much of an impact player he was almost every single night. And this year, he really hadn't done that. This case to get dismissed, and he drops 11 in 11 minutes and hits a game-winning 3. I'm not saying it's a reasoning, but damn it, Terrence Davis played well tonight. And if we can start seeing this consistency from Terrence Davis, it would be fantastic because the bench unit was doing absolutely nothing on the offensive floor tonight. So to get him to get those shots, knock down 3 threes in the fourth quarter, including the game winner, massive for Terrence Davis. Now, the schedule does not get any easier for the Raptors. You played the back-to-back against Milwaukee, and obviously the back-to-back tonight, but it does not get any easier, guys, as the next 2 games are against the top-seeded team in the Eastern Conference, the Philadelphia 76ers, who won again tonight. They are 20-10, or 21-10, I can't remember what it was. on the season. They're playing extremely good basketball. Joel Embiid's playing at a really good rate. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't have Marc Gasol. So don't think we're going to put up Embiid's going to put up a goose egg against the Raptors. Last time he faced us, he absolutely cooked the Toronto Raptors and Aaron Baines. So I don't know what to expect against Philly on Sunday night. It's a 7 o'clock tip-off in Tampa. So we're finally home from the road trip, even though that's always a road trip, but a temporary home. We're going to be back temporary home in Tampa as Raptors take on the 76ers. Like I said, 7 o'clock tip-off there on Sunday night. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the game there this evening, damn it, that was a good finish. All right, smack the like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game? Let me know in the comments below. And yes, I'm wearing this hat again because, damn it, they deserved it tonight. They really did. All right, Twitter's down below. Actually, comment down below your player of the game. Would you give it to Terrence Davis for shooting the game-winning shot, or did you give it to Norm for 31? Let me know, guys, in the comments below. Twitter is down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM, do that great stuff. Also, the Instagram link is down below as well, so follow up there if you've not done so already. And I will talk to you guys, Leafs edition, tomorrow night as they take on the Montreal Canadiens. 7 o'clock puck drop there at the Bell Center in Montreal. The Leafs looking for win number 3 in a row and look to continue to push Montreal down the standings a little bit and kind of get some more breathing room there in the top spot in the North Division. All right? And as for the Raptors, as we talked about, their next contest is on Sunday night, 7 o'clock tip-off there in Tampa. I'm so used to saying in Scotiabank Arena, but it's in Tampa as the Raptors welcome in the Philadelphia 76ers to town. 7 o'clock tip-off there. Raps 76ers. Raptors looking for their 4th straight victory and to go above 500 for the first time this year, right? So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.